Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. We have a fabulous lineup for you today, including comedian Michael Lifshitz. He's joining us on the show. He's performing 6 shows at the Ottawa Fringe Festival. We'll catch up with him and tell you what you can expect with this brand new show. We'll also be joined by the Style Guys. Jason and Ali joins us on the show, and we're going to be talking about Father's Day. Some great Father's Day gift ideas, but we start off the show talking about prostate. Yes, it's one of those topics that many people shy away from, but not our next guest, because it is Men's Health Week. It's also Men's Health Month, the entire month, and Dr. Joyce Johnson joins us on the show. Joyce, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. And this is a great topic, right? It's one of those taboo things that people, oftentimes don't want to talk about, but it's important that we do. First of all, Joyce, what is the function of our prostate?
Well, the function of the prostate is that it helps to produce some fluid that nourishes and transports sperm. So that's the function of it. Some people kind of wonder what the size. It's about the size of a walnut.
Okay.
And the issues that can arise is that as a man ages, your prostate naturally enlarges. So that doesn't mean everybody or every male is going to have symptoms of prostate enlargement.
Okay.
But for those that do, it's just about the rate of growth that happens. And the prostate is this organ that is wrapped around the urethra, which is the outflow port of urine for a man.
Right.
And so when the prostate enlarges, it puts pressure on that urethra. So then what happens is you start to get symptoms of urinary flow issues, frequent urination, urinary tract infections. And then with the frequent urination for a lot of men is that you end up waking through the night. So
Right.
then your sleep gets disturbed, and then it becomes a whole host of things that can snowball from that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's talk about some of the things we can do. You've got some great nutrients that we should be keeping an eye on. And I wanted to start off with lycopene, because tomatoes is one that I have heard over and over again as I have these discussions each and every year. And it's an important one, isn't it?
Absolutely. So lycopene is one of those nutrients that is extremely important for prostate health. So numerous research studies showing that men with prostate cancer taking, 10 to 30 milligrams of lycopene per day had signs of the tumor shrinking or progressing, or just overall prostate health improving. So to put it into perspective, 10 milligrams of lycopene is about the equivalent of 2 cups of raw tomatoes or drinking half a cup of tomato juice.
Okay.
So you can get it if, tomatoes are a good part of your diet. So pasta sauce and, tomato paste. So there's natural sources that you get.
Is it better raw, Joyce? Is it better to eat it raw?
No.
Okay.
No, there's nothing to show a difference between having it raw or not.
Well, that's good, right? That you can mix it up. Another thing that's great for the health of our prostate, and that is zinc, which we can find in a number of different foods.
Absolutely. So zinc is a mineral that is implicated for improved prostate health. And zinc, again, you can do in supplement, but you can also find it in oysters. That's a good source of zinc. Pumpkin seeds. So if you're trying to put together a trail mix that is geared towards men, always include pumpkin seeds and almonds. So these are both really good sources of zinc. And, it's a simple mineral to be able to get. And it's also an inexpensive one if you choose to get it in a supplement form. And what they found is that men that have BPH, which is benign prostatic hypertrophies, which is the enlargement of the prostate, men that have it tend to have lower levels of zinc.
Well, and the great thing too about everything you're sharing, it's good for so many other things, right? Not just our prostate. So the more that we can add all of these. Another one is omega-3s. We've heard it throughout the last 2 decades how incredibly important it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So salmon, for example, is rich in omega-3s, and we know that men that have prostate issues tend to have lower omega-3 levels in their body. So could be as simple as increasing your omega-3s in your diet, Walnuts are another great source. Vegetarian sources are flaxseed, ground flaxseed oil, or you can do a fish oil if you're one of the people that, I'm just not going to eat any fish
Right.
realistically. Then you lean towards a fish oil supplement and so many other good benefits from it. Like, I mean, you're looking at improving everything from brain function to eye health to anti-inflammatory, heart function. So a lot of other good things about omega-3.
Something that I'm not necessarily familiar with is saw palmetto. What exactly is that?
Yeah, saw palmetto, it's a herbal extract, and it's kind of that one herb that is that gold standard that as a naturopathic doctor, a holistic practitioner, you would be recommending that to help alleviate BPH symptoms. So it is effective at helping with symptoms of enlarged prostate.
I noticed you have coffee there, and this was an interesting study. You and I spoke about it off camera, where we're obviously not telling people to go out there and drink this much coffee necessarily, but the findings were pretty interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So they found compared to men that don't drink coffee, men that drink coffee have like an average of maybe 6 cups of coffee per day, which in all honesty is quite a bit,
Yeah,
had improved prostate health.
that's
So we're not
fascinating.
saying to avoid coffee at all. It's important that the study shows an association. It's not actual just cause and effect,
Right.
but there was an association found there. So you don't have to avoid that really important cup of coffee in the morning. It's pretty important, but it does have some health benefits.
Um, uh, Dr. Joyce Johnson, thanks so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure having you on the show. And as I sign off with you, I'll just mention as well, you saw that pair of running shoes that are there beside Dr. Joyce Johnson. We can't say it enough. Exercise being an incredibly important part of whatever you do, whatever health challenges that you may be going through, or just for health prevention, exercise so incredibly important. Hey, don't go anywhere. The Style Guy is coming up next to have some great ideas for Dad this Father's Day.